So the theme for this year is Chancery, which was voted by our students through our official WeChat account. This elegant style, deeply rooted in the 18th century European interpretation of Chinese and East Asian artistic traditions, is a testament to the global fascination with the mystical Orient. Chancery, a French term meaning Chinese esquil, is noted for its wisdom, nature, and harmony. It sculpts a variety of elements ranging from arts, architecture, and culture to fashion. We designed 2 routes for encore when models came back to stage to show all the designs and set again. But at that time, the arrangement was a little bit rushed, so models mixed up their routes. However, we found it eventually came a really strong, effective, and impressive consequence. Audience can enjoy all the designs in the irregular sets, which allow them to pop out in different directions and surprise us all. Maybe that's the blessing in disguise. In such urgent time this year, designers only have about 1 month to design their costume and make it up. Every designer this year has done a fascinating job of finishing their designs on time, and I have to say that all the clothes are amazing. This year, our route is pretty complicated, and models have to remember the route in only 2 rehearsals even without the stage. So actually, at first I was really concerned about the models, since most of them are wearing high heels with long dresses, and they have to maintain their best status. However, when it comes to the show, it just turns into how it meant to be. Everything we spend becomes a vivid fantasy.
And this is the first time I joined the fashion show as a judge, so I'm so excited and thank you so much for inviting me. In this fashion show, I learned a lot from the students. They have a very creative thought about Chinese styles. They creative the Chinese style things and also combine with different textures of the arts clothes. So I'm not an art teacher, but I also could see some materials of differences and the use, while all the background stories they think about for their clothes is very interesting, and I also learned a lot from them.
So as a model, I actually felt quite a little bit nervous before I went onto the stage, because I think I have some problem with my dress. It's kind of too long for me. After I wear on it, every time I just keep stepping on it, and I feel very nervous about it. But after I came off of the stage, I feel actually pretty relaxed for what I just I did on the stage, and I feel a little bit proud of myself because I just done my best, and I'm glad to show myself on the stage.
So this is actually the first time we being designer in the fashion show, and I think it's because that we really like the theme this year, which is chinoiserie. And our perspective toward this is actually this is not those kind of traditional Chinese style. I think it's more like a view of the Chinese style from the Western side. So that's why we chose to design a dress that combine both the Chinese traditional style and also the Western element.
Well, because of our big rush, we need to dive in the local market to buy the materials to make our clothes. And then our big fan, he just said, well, we decided to handmade ourselves. We just brought a plain fan, and then we painted and handwrite the word ourselves, and it turns out looking fascinating.
As the chairperson of Communication and Media Division 2023 to 2024, I want to congratulate the fashion show SCIE. Well done. This is one of the best fashion shows I have ever seen. Thanks to the topic that you have used, Chinoserie. It has been a dream of mine to see Chinese elements being presented on the stage of SCIE. Okay, enough about the fashion show itself, but let's talk about the technical aspects. I also loved the lighting we used this year for the portrait photography. And in addition to the lighting, we also added new equipment. Instead of using a 6x9 medium format camera, we switched to a 6x6 medium format camera, also shooting the iconic Kodak Gold 200 film. And as usual, we were using the Hasselblad X2D100C, which I absolutely love. The images it creates this time, it's so vivid and it's so sharp and crisp that it feels like the model is going to leap out of the frame at you. And the colors, spectacular.